Hey, it's Dan. Welcome back. You're watching iAllegedly, and we're out. We're out of the house. A lot of crazy things going on in the economy right now, and it's weird because even with crazy news, the more crazy news we get, the stock market continues to climb, and we are living in la la land, to say the least. So please take a second to hit the like button. Please hit the subscribe button. Share this with all your friends and colleagues. There's a ton of national and international news that we need to go through today. And I am at one of my favorite places in the world. I'm in Corona del Mar, and still not cleared to drive yet and take care of myself. So I've got people driving me and basically a crew today. So it's nice. But this is absolutely beautiful. It's a little overcast today. But you guys get the gist of just how nice this area is as you go down to this private beach. But let's get into it. First things first, every month ADP, the payroll company, does a payroll report on how many jobs are added to the economy. Okay? You know, I've had ADP as a payroll company in the past with businesses. Great company, but they're talking about how they added 367,000 jobs in August, and we're supposed to celebrate this. Now, think about what I'm about to tell you. The initial jobless claims that were announced today were minus 340,000. We're supposed to celebrate that too. When you add all the jobless claims up, we're negative jobs for the month of August. So that being said, guys, we're losing jobs right now. And the jobs that were added, the 367,000, these are service jobs. These are jobs at Chipotle. These are jobs at Panda Express. These are jobs working in the service industry. They are not jobs of substantial needs. They're not people, you know, bringing people back to their office and hiring for a long-term basis. And this is where the problem comes in right now. So many people are fed up with what they're doing for a living, and this is the final week. Between now and Labor Day, you're going to see a complete glut of people looking for jobs. The pandemic unemployment is done, and it's over. Now, there's hint of a fourth stimulus program, which is utterly ridiculous because, again, Congress is not in session until September 20th. There's no checks, there's no money, there's no extension of any of this stuff. The rent moratorium is done. People are being evicted left and right now. And again, you know, talking to landlords, they all said the same thing. Dan, it's all about communication. The tenants that communicate with me are the ones that I'm going to try to work something out with. Even at this 15th hour, I'm going to try to do something. But again, what makes a good tenant? You know, and again, talking to landlords and getting more detailed information from them, they're telling me things like, you know, we're going to use this woman, we'll call her Marie. Oh, hey, Marie mailed her payment. Marie would constantly let her landlord know what was going on. You know, hey, we sent the check. Hey, this, hey, that. Better communication made it so that when she needed something, he was on it right away. So you're going to see things like that. They're going to make a difference. But as far as these jobless claims and as far as what we're seeing right now, you know, you're going to have to create your own opportunities right now in this world. You're going to have to go out. If you are in customer service, get a better customer service job. Now is the opportunity. Now is the time to do this. Rent, there's a great story that I'll include below, and that is rent are about to skyrocket again. This whole experience with landlords has made it so that they're fed up. They're absolutely fed up with not getting paid over the last 17 months. They're going to raise rents like you've never seen in your life. So in the last 20 years, we're going to see a spike in rental income and rental prices like we've never seen before. This is all around the country. It's not going to make a bit of difference if you're here in Southern California or if you're in other areas. The landlords are sick of it, and they're demanding so much from people right now to show that they qualify. 4 times the income, 4 years tax returns. They're asking for crazy, crazy stuff right now. So share your thoughts, guys. Are you starting to see it? Because I sure am. Now these next two stories are basically utterly preposterous in that, you know, we cover a lot of business, we cover a lot of food, we cover the business of food, okay? But first things first, out of Osaka, Japan, there is a company developing 3D printed Wagyu beef. You cannot make this up. Now, Wagyu beef is a specifically raised beef that has a very high fat marbling content. When you cook it, the marbleization melts like butter. And these steaks are incredibly expensive. And they're very soft, they're very delicious. Again, there's been American Wagyu, they've tried to copy this. They've tried to copy it just because of the expense. But imagine creating a steak in a lab. They already did this once with ribeyes, and it's disgusting, okay? But you're gonna have 3D printed Wagyu. What is that, 3D printed fat? So again, would you eat a 3D printed Wagyu steak? I mean, it's so disgusting when you think about this. And it's preposterous. This is what we've come to. So again, if you don't like meat, if you don't eat beef, okay? Don't eat chicken, don't eat fish, don't eat whatever, okay? Go eat mushrooms, okay? But to make fake Wagyu beef in a lab is unbelievable. When you see the story, I'll leave it below. It's disgusting. Now, the next thing is Bud Light. Bud Light has announced their fall theme of seltzers, okay? Now, when I was a kid in my 20s, the hot thing was wine coolers, okay? Have a wine cooler, woo. Okay, well now these seltzers have gotten completely out of control. They have apple spiced seltzer now. They've got marshmallow seltzer. They've got pear seltzer. I mean, this is utterly disgusting that they're doing this. And the worst one of them all is pumpkin flavored. Okay, now I don't care what you know, you're a booze hound. You're a serious alcoholic booze hound if this interests you, okay? Oh, let's go party and drink pumpkin spice seltzer. I mean, God, you want to get sick? That just sounds disgusting right there. So will you be eating this crap and drinking this crap? Please share your thoughts, because I'm really curious, guys, as to what you think about stuff like this, okay? Pumpkin flavored seltzer. You know, it's bad enough you drive by Starbucks and everything's pumpkin flavored. That's okay, you know, people like it. I like the little pumpkin bread this time of the year. But other than that, man, come on. Give me a break. Give me an absolute break with this stuff. So share your thoughts. You guys gonna be a Bud Light booze hound and try this stuff? Let me know. This next story comes from Apple. iOS 15, one of the advancements is that they're announcing that you can have your digital ID on your cell phone. Guys, I don't like this idea at all, personally, and that is, you know, I've been the victim of identity theft in the past, and you're gonna have states like Connecticut, Utah, Georgia, a few others that are gonna allow you to have your ID on your phone. Well, the criminal mind is brilliant. These guys go out and think of ways to tap into, you know, cracking codes and breaking your phone. So it's only a matter of time until somebody figures out how to get your ID. Now, the old driver's license, yes, it's archaic, and we're gonna have to get to this point, but I'm telling you, I think this is going to be a recipe for identity theft, it's gonna be a recipe for disaster, and it's just a matter of time. So share your thoughts, guys. Do you want your ID on your cell phone? They're talking about having this on your Apple Watch. How is that possible? You know, I mean, I've got a Fitbit and the screen is so tiny, I don't know how you could have your ID on anything that size. But that being said, you know, share your thoughts, guys. Do you really think that with all the identity theft and with everything that's going on right now, that this is a good idea? Because I sure don't. Now up next, the chip shortage is having a major impact on car production here in the United States. First things first, Ford just announced that they're going to stop production again for the F-150 pickup truck. Now, that is their most popular vehicle by far. Nothing even comes close in the Ford line of what they're selling. If Ford could get rid of regular cars, they would probably do it and just become a truck company. That being said, they've notified all the line workers that there's going to be massive cutbacks and that they will not be producing cars in short order. Excuse me, trucks in short order. The next thing is GM. GM, the same thing, but GM across the board. Their trucks, the Ram, their full-size cars, which I didn't even know GM made full-size cars anymore, but that being said, it's dramatically being affected right now. They're going to cut back, and again, the chip shortage. So again, people, who's got the money for a brand new vehicle? The average 0% interest financing with these ridiculous payments and everything that they've got right now. I mean, you're crazy not to buy a used car. You're starting to see used car soften a little bit, but these GM cars, I mean, it is crazy what is happening. You're having dealerships get people's lease turnbacks that they're selling for $2,000, $4,000 more than they sold 2 years earlier. So again, it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out, because I think you're going to see a massive problem with production. And again, these are wage earners. These are not kids working as a barista. These are people working on a line, making a livable wage to feed their families, and now they don't have jobs. So share your thoughts on this, guys. I really want to know what you think about the car production industry. Are we in huge, huge trouble in this country when it comes to manufacturing and making things? I think we are, because we don't make anything. And as the holidays get closer and as people start to realize that they need money, you're starting to see these massive cutbacks. And when will the chip shortage be solved? Okay, we've been talking about this for a year now, and nothing's been done about it. We talk a lot in this channel about preparation. And one thing that's happening again is Costco is limiting what you can buy as far as supplies. Water bottles, toilet paper, things like that. They're limiting the number that you can purchase at the stores. Okay? Well, guys, if this is a big deal to you, you should stock up this time of the year, because again, we've talked about all the cargo ships out there loaded with gear. Will it get here in time? Who knows? But you need to have supplies in your house, and you need to be prepared for that. The other thing is financially. It has been just announced that the Social Security Administration is going to run out of money a year earlier than they thought. 2034, they're going to cut back payments by a minimum of 25%. Guys, if you're relying on Social Security as your means of income, 2035 is going to be here, 2034 is going to be here much faster than we thought. So that being said, guys, prepare. Save your money, stock up goods, services, have money in the house. Please understand that these banks are in serious trouble. Wells Fargo Bank just announced, different changes to the company. Remember, a month and a half ago, they started shutting off lines of credit. Now they're talking about how they're making less money. This is only going to get worse, and you're going to see more and more of this. So share your thoughts, get prepared. Are you relying on Social Security? You know, think about it. What if you took a 25% hiccup right now? Okay, a lot of people couldn't afford that right now. What would you do? So, you know, electricity, gas, everything's going up right before our eyes. Food, right before our eyes, and people cannot, they're not prepared for this. So what are you gonna do? Okay, learn to sell, learn a new process, learn something different in your life to make money, and cut back everywhere you can. There's a great story where Microsoft did a survey of 40,000 workers and asked them, are you happy? You like doing what you're doing? And 41% of those people said they want to change their jobs. And guys, this is the time. This is the time to make changes in your life. This is the time to make a difference and do something different, okay? Now, people are riddled with debt. People cannot afford to, you know, not feed their kids, not pay their bills. But again, look for opportunities where they're at. Look for, you know, if you're in customer service and you want to do something different in PR, or you want to sell something, or you want to do something different, now's the time, because people are fed up. This last year and a half has taught so many people that if you're not happy, it's your fault, okay? You know, I've reinvented myself in my businesses the older I get, and now's another time. This is it, guys. You know, I went from running live medical conferences to where they're done, okay? VidCon, the big video conference event, YouTube, TikTok, all that stuff, canceled again this year, guys. It's done. You know, things are not going to be the same for years to come. You're gonna have to earn a living. You're gonna have to pay your bills. You're gonna have to eat, pay the electric bill. What are you gonna do different? Now's your chance. Learn something new, read, get the knowledge, and try something completely different. There is no time like this, okay? Take care of your family, practice security, get yourself in a good financial spot, because I'm telling you guys, there is no more stimulus. There is no more free unemployment. It is all done, guys. It is all absolutely finished. And with these evictions and with the changes in the real estate market and the forbearance programs ending, you're going to see massive changes in real estate, which is going to affect everything around us, okay? So real estate is the beginning of the end with everything. And once real estate collapses, everything's going to follow. But if you think that this is going to end, the year is going to end in a boom, and the stock market's going to continue to freak out, remember, once we get some good economic news, the stock market's going to tank. So until that time, the more bad news we get, the more it just continues to climb, guys. So it's really nice to be out here again too, I have to admit. Next story is from the Small Business Administration. When all this started, the SBA came up with a program called the Economic Injury Disaster Loan. And it was a disaster, guys. They lent people 30-year money at 3.75%. Well, the SBA hoarded tons of cash, came up with these ridiculous grant programs that they let us all down on. And then they came up with a targeted grant based on the economic income of small businesses. This was an absolute disaster. People did not get the money. People were lied to. The SBA today announces, hey, we've got over $25 billion to lend out. And if you need a loan, come to us for a loan. It's a little late, guys. So again, friends, family members, a subscriber, I'm telling you guys this right now. Do not borrow money if you do not need. If it's not going to propel your business to a completely different level, do not borrow 5 cents right now. The SBA had very strict credit requirements. They've now lowered that, and it's ridiculous. But do you want to be beholden to the federal government for 30 years? Go ahead. Good luck. Okay? What's your business going to be like in 6 months? What's it going to be like in a year from now? Do you have any clue? Well, I know you're smarter than the rest of us, and you've got a great plan. I wouldn't borrow anything unless it was going to completely change my business and propel it with manufacturer, with a huge contract, with something like that that was going to make a big, big difference. So the story's below. You can get a hold of the SBA and get that money. You can also get reconsideration. If you have had an existing EIDL loan from the SBA and you need more money, you can go back for reconsideration. They will add to your existing loan. That's the best method over anything else. I know people that have added $160,000 to their loans, and that made a difference in their business. So again, don't borrow this money if you are not going to dramatically make a huge impact forever on that company, okay? You're kidding yourself if you think this is going to make a difference just by putting out fires right now. Please don't forget to hit the like button. Please hit the subscribe button. Share this with all your friends and colleagues. I'm getting better and better and better, guys, as the days go on. I appreciate all the well wishes. Good luck to everybody. Onward and upward, guys. I will see you very soon.